Namaste. Today we are going to watch why British plugs are better than all other plugs. This is a very strange video because before starting the video when I was telling Vanchika about it, she was like, "What? Like why are we talking about plugs and why are plugs so important because it is just like used for charging and all these things." So what is the point of discussing plugs and which ones are best or better? And like we got a lot of our things from Britishers, like to drive on the left and even the plug system and many system in even the button switching on and off. We follow most of the UK and British system. So I think so our plug should be similar to what that of British plug. So we don't know about it. I will attach a photo like how Indian plugs are. I think so it should be the same as, but I am very interested to know why British plugs are better.
Same. I'm also so much excited to watch this video, and seriously, it is so weird topic to talk about. And yeah, I also don't have any idea what is going to be happen in this video. And I don't know why this guy is saying that British plugs is better than India plug, and in which sense he is saying that mostly plugs doesn't do anything. We just plug the charger into it and they just charge our phone, and we just use it for switching on or off the light or on or off the fan. That's it. But here maybe British use plug for different basically British plugs can be used for different purpose too. So I don't have any idea, and to be honest, I don't want to predict anything because my predictions are always so hilarious. That's the reason I don't want to make my fun. So yeah, let's watch this video.
Yes, I am also very interested to watch it. So let's watch the video.
I get a little bit patriotic sometimes. And sometimes that's for comedy purposes, and sometimes it's genuine. And this is genuine, because I really do believe that the British plug is one of the greatest designs that has ever hit the world.
Oh wow.
For loads of reasons. I mean, there's the safety features that most folks, at least in Britain, know, which is that it's really difficult for a kid to take, say, a screwdriver and just poke it into one of the holes.
Oh, that's nice.
Up here is earth, ground, for the Americans, that's a safety one. These two here are live and neutral, where the actual danger is. But they've got shutters over them. I cannot, don't try this at home, I cannot poke a screwdriver in there right now. What I have to do is plug the earth pin, which you can see is slightly longer, the ground pin here, in first. And when that goes in, little shutters come up and let the other pins in.
This is amazing.
So I can show that, because this extension here is really badly designed, which means I can put the plug in upside down. So if you have a look at those shutters, when I put the earth pin in, there we go, and there's now a contact.
We cannot do this thing.
So you need to have a really inventive baby to be able to put one in there and another in there and then get a shock. So that's safer, that's brilliant. What about if you leave the plug halfway out? Because American, European sockets, you leave the plug halfway out, you've got live electricity that you can kind of touch if you can get a finger in there. Well, not here, because on the live and neutral pins on the bottom, you can see insulation extends halfway through them. If the plug is far enough in to make a connection, like that, all you can touch is the insulation.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the obvious safety features. What about on the inside? Because you've got to remember, until 1992, the British government did not require that electrical appliances had plugs on them. If you bought a toaster or a washing machine, you would get, almost always, a bare wire.
A bare wire?
And you'd expected to wire the plug yourself. So I got taught how to wire a plug in school, because that was still a required skill back then. Here we go, if I open this up. First, there's a fuse. And that's an artefact of when the standard was made. Post-World War II, there was a copper shortage. And, well, it was a lot cheaper to require a fuse in every plug and just build a circuit.
This is very big thing. They have a fuse inside a plug too. I have seen all the plugs in India and I have never ever seen a fuse inside because, I am very fascinated whenever there is electrical work going on in my home. So I always stay around with the man who is doing the job. So I just watch him do it and he opens the plugs and shows me some things. And I just feel like there is nothing like this. And also we have those round plugs and we do not have these kind of safety features. Our parents are always like, whenever a kid goes near a switchboard, we are always like, oh, catch him. We have to safeguard that kid because we know that he might put his hand inside or he might put some screwdriver or something inside. So these things are very useful.
One loop of cable going around the whole house than it was to have loads of individual copper strands going out all over the house and a fuse for each. So it just made the house one giant circuit put a fuse in each plug. That's now safer. Then you've got the 3 wires. Blue is neutral. BL, L for left, blue goes to the left. Brown is live, BR, R goes to the right. Live goes to the right. You can also remember that live is brown because that's the colour your trousers will go if you accidentally hit yourself with it. And finally there's this one, the green and yellow. That's the earth or the ground wire. Now in normal operation that shouldn't be used, but it's basically a return path if all else fails. If something goes electrically wrong in the plug or in the appliance, that will ground it and all the electricity will safely go away from people. So if that disconnects and there's a problem, well, you could touch the metal bit of this toaster and the electricity could ground itself through you and through your heart, which is bad. So instead, you have this wire here, and this is the really clever bit. This is the bit that not many people know about. You see that slack in the wire just here? In the event there's a tug on this cable and something goes wrong, and all these start fraying and coming out,
it is
the live and the neutral, the ones where the danger is, they'll get pulled out first, and then the earth wire will come out next.
Attention to detail.
So in the event of damage or fraying, it's most likely that the earth wire is going to be the safe one and no one's going to get killed. So there you go, the British plug, genuinely one of the best bits of design I've ever come across, with one exception, which is that if you just let it fall on the ground, because, you're just throwing something out the way, it will almost certainly end up with the points pointing upwards, which means in the middle of the night, when you stand on it, it's really bad.
British plugs are literally awesome. The thing is, like, they are so imaginative, and the thing is, attention to detail. Like, they have even twisted the earthing wire so as to make sure that the electricity, like, whenever it is if the plug is pulled, then the wires, like the first 2 wires get pulled first, and this is the last wire to get pulled because earthing is the most important. Like, there are many plugs in India I have seen, like, earthing is also not done properly, and fuse is a very, very far away thing for us, because in India the thing is cheap. Making things cheap is the most important thing. So they will make like the cheapest plugs ever. You will get a plug for very few, like 20-30 rupees. That would be about not even one like less than half a pound. It is very, very cheap. So that's how everything is made in India. But I think so we need to also get up our safety game and make sure that we are also making, and we are also learning from Britishers what they are doing.
And if I told you truth, so I was not into plugs and all that much. Basically, I was not into technology, and I have never opened the plug, and I didn't have any curiosity to open it to just see what it is inside it. But yeah, when this guy told what inside the plug is, I was so shocked that it has fuse, and it was so organized. Basically, even the plug was also so organized, and he said that it is so safe. It is so safe rather than obviously India, because in India there you will find plugs and all for very cheap, and they use basically the cheap material, and you will easily get the shock from it. So yeah, but I really like the British plugs and all, and seriously I have never thought that we're gonna react on such kinds of video. But firstly I was I was feeling little bit weird and little bit strange, that what would happen, that what will this guy say. But literally I didn't think that I would be so impressed by this video. So I really like this video, and I hope such kinds of thing also will bring the Indians will also bring such kinds of thing here. And yeah, and for me the most cool thing was that he just put the one pin inside that hole, and it just start working. So that was the very cool thing for me, and yeah, I really like this video.
And I also like Tom's way of explaining the whole thing. It was a very very kiddish way to like explain, like okay, this is how it is. He did not use any big jargon words for that, so that we do not understand it. It was very good explanation. So what do you guys think about this video? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share, and
Subscribe.
bye.